Hi, I'm Jeff. Welcome to Gen Existence. In today's short video, I'm going to talk about why nice guys feel defective. This has to do with a toxic shame that many nice guys experience and often are unaware of. And if you've had nice guy tendencies yourself, you probably felt like you've been the anchor, the dependable one, the one everyone counts on, the one who always says yes, is agreeable, tries to smooth everything over, the man who prides himself on not rocking the boat, right? You constantly choose kindness. You actively avoid conflict. You probably try to be thoughtful, considerate, and a steady presence in the lives of others. But behind that calm exterior, there often can be a feeling that we can't quite shake, a low-level unease that most people never see, but you, if you have this, definitely notice. It's that constant unsettled feeling that something's off, like you've done or are doing something wrong, even when there's no evidence you have. No one's mad, no one's saying anything's wrong, but your body responds like something is. Maybe your shoulders tighten, your stomach flips. You're definitely not at peace. It's like you've crossed some invisible line, but you have no idea what it was. You feel it when a text message goes unanswered for longer than usual, and your mind starts scanning everything you said. You feel it again when someone sighs across the room, and your first thought is, was that about me? You catch yourself over-explaining in a perfectly calm conversation, like you're defending against an accusation that hasn't even been made. The worst part is you notice it even when nothing's happening, when you're just by yourself with your own thoughts, and you feel the tension, you feel the guilt. Guys, I used to experience this when I was in the throes of nice guy behavior. And as I look back on it now, I call these my intermittent shame attacks. This isn't just insecurity. It's what happens after years of trying to keep the peace with everyone. After years of believing that being liked is the safest path forward. When you learn, usually early in life, that being accepted means not upsetting anyone, you start shaping yourself around other people's moods. You stop asking for much. You downplay your own needs. You make sure everyone else is okay, even when you're not. And over time, that becomes who you think you are. You hesitate to speak up. You avoid being too direct. You apologize for things that aren't even yours to own. You think you're just being a good person. You tell yourself it's just being considerate. But underneath that niceness is fear. Fear of rejection, fear of disapproval, fear that if people really knew you, they wouldn't want you. And underneath that fear is shame. And that's what I'm really talking about today. It's really common for nice guys to feel miserable because they're deep in shame, even though many don't realize that's what's going on. It's not because of anything you did, but because you've quietly come to believe that there's something wrong with who you are, like you're flawed at your core. Not enough or too much or off somehow. You've been living your life like your worth is constantly being measured, like it's on trial or something, but that's probably all in your head. You're not actually defective. There's nothing fundamentally wrong with you. You've just been trying to earn your value through being easy, agreeable, and emotionally low maintenance. But this way of living, because it's not really congruent with who you really are, will slowly kill you, or at least guarantee that you'll never be at peace. And when I say you're not alone if you feel like this, I'm not just being nice. I'm telling the truth. I used to feel like this all of the time, or at least a lot of the time, but those feelings are gone. I haven't felt them in years. It took my life falling apart for a couple of years for me to be jolted into a new level of self-awareness about what was happening and to finally feel motivated to stop living like this. People-pleasing, hiding my flaws, doing nice things while secretly hoping they'd be returned, being afraid to be honest about my sexual needs. Those patterns were ruining my relationships and how I felt about myself. The good news is you can stop it too. And it doesn't happen all at once, but you can chip away at it one honest moment at a time. It might look like saying, I actually need a weekend to myself, or I'd rather not go to that dinner, I'm drained, and I need time to reset. It might mean choosing that solo hike over the family gathering because that's what you need that day. It might mean finally speaking up and voicing your opinion because you hate yourself for pretending to agree with everyone all the time. Those aren't selfish decisions. They're honest ones. The other people in your life that you put on a pedestal and feel like you have to please and answer to, guys, they're no better or more important than you are. Stop making yourself small. You've done it long enough. That shame that makes you feel like you're always doing something wrong doesn't disappear because you finally become perfect. It doesn't vanish overnight. But every time you stop hiding and just show up to the best of your ability as yourself, you stop feeding it. The more you recognize those nice guy behaviors and the fear that drives them, the more shame starts to loosen its grip. I learned I'm flawed like all humans are. I'm not perfect. But the more I stopped acting like I was beneath everyone else, while at the same time pretending to have no faults, the more I learned to just be me and not feel bad about it. You don't need to perform your way into being okay. You can do this too. And I hope my story is helpful in some way. Please like this video if it has been helpful. Be sure to drop a comment below and let me know which part of this resonated with you. Consider subscribing for more content like this. I appreciate your time. Thanks for watching.